That's the one good thing about living in Mulberry.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Hospital breathe.
Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, October the 1st, 2024. Hard to believe that we're in October. September, where'd it go? It's gone quickly. But welcome this evening.
Washed away.
It washed away, the last part of it anyway. Anyway, glad that you joined us tonight. I hope everyone has joined us with the TV as well. Before we get started with our moment of silence and our Pledge of Allegiance, as we normally do, would like to just stop and say thank you to everyone who has been so involved over these last 4, 5, 6 days that we have been under this. Something we're just not used to in this community, as you know, and we appreciate everyone working so hard, taking care of everything they can. I know Scott's got some figures that we'll give out here in a few minutes to let you know kind of where things stand, but thank you to chiefs and public works, public utilities. Jared, I know you all the things you've had going on with all that, our planning and communications, especially keeping people posted on everything and trying to let them know. Went to the radio station this morning and tried to give some updates on things to that. They finally were back up and running there. So I know it's just been a tough thing everywhere. Thanks to the county. I know there have been meetings every evening at 6 o'clock with the emergency services personnel team. Everyone has been there and they've all been trying to make sure everyone is safe in the county, and that's been tough. But EMS and animal control, everyone has been hit by everything, and all we can do is just be thankful that we have such great people that are out trying to do that. A lot of the areas, it's going to be a long time before we get straightened out, and I know that a lot of us are still trying to recover. Finally, I got power back today, first time, and I know John's still trying to get power. Phil, you have power yet, Phil? Good to hear that. So we hope everybody will be back as soon as they can, and with that. So anyway, it's just been a tough time, and thank you all for what you've meant to this community and what you will be doing now for the next weeks to come. And please keep the communities around us in your thoughts and prayers. There are so many that are going to be devastated for a long, long time. Some are completely gone, and all we can do is pray that someday they will be back, and we'll find ways to help in any way we can. Scott, I'm going to let you give us some updates before we do that, and while we're talking about this, and bring everybody kind of up to date on where we are.
The power update is at 5 o'clock today. Duke has 8,665 out of 24,000 plus, so they're down to 36% folks out. Blue Ridge Energy is at 4,669 out of 16,120, so they're at 28% out. I know that Blue Ridge has some critical devastation in the northern part of the county, so it's going to take a long time to get some of those back on, just because a lot of poles are gone and roads are gone and all that. I think based on our information at 5 o'clock, we've got about 31 streets that have accessibility issues remain with trees or power lines or whatever that we're working on. We're working with Caldwell County. We're going to go back and do a joint agreement with the county and all the municipalities that we hire one contractor to do debris removal on state contract, and Mr. Duncan's working on that today, so hopefully that'll start next week, but we're still getting the contract signed on that. I want to thank you to the town of Granite Falls. They came over yesterday with a bucket truck. I want to thank Caldwell Community College, Dr. Porch. They brought a bucket truck yesterday and today, and I think tomorrow morning we expect the city of Albemarle to bring up a 6-man crew with a grapple boom truck to go back and help remove debris. Got reached out by a lot of cities throughout the state. I appreciate all that. It means a lot. Thank our guys and girls.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I had a lot of people reach out, mayors from other cities that offered to help any way they could, whatever the League of Municipalities did as well. And
we've sent help to other cities.
Yes.
We have police officers in Marion and also Boone.
Right.
So
I was going to say the crew that was over in our neighborhood when I went out to check on, talk with them, came from Cincinnati, Ohio here. They were out of Kentucky, northern part of Kentucky area, and had come down here. Said they were staying in trailers, trying to find a place to stay. So I know that's a tough job, working 16, 18 hours a day. So anyway, we're very blessed with all that. So Please now let's rise and pray for our community and pray for all those communities around us, if you will. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll get started with our agenda. We do not have matters scheduled for public hearings this evening, so we'll move on to our consent agenda items. This consists of minutes of our City Council meeting of Tuesday, September 17, 2024. Item B is a construction contract. This is for Mulberry Recreation Center Pickleball Court Conversion Project. Recommendation is to award the construction contract for the Mulberry Rec Pickleball Court Conversion Project to North State Resurfacing for a contract price of $87,445. North State Resurfacing is the lowest responsible bidder, is appropriately licensed to perform the work and specializes in sports court construction and renovation.
That'd be 12 courts, by the way.
That'll be 12 courts, yes. Item C is the capital project budget ordinance. This is a closeout of the Smith Crossroads Sewer Project. Recommendation of approval of this project budget ordinance to close out the Smith Crossroads Sewer Project. The project is now completed, a total cost of $2,259,923.
Say this next sentence slow.
The what?
Say the next sentence slowly.
The project was under budget by $320,677, and the total loan amount was the $2,209,323. Additional background information is included on the council action form provided in the agenda packet, along with a breakdown of the expenditures. Item D is the authorizing resolution. This is for the Lenoir Valdez Water Interconnect Project. The recommendation is the council approve the acceptance of the drinking water / wastewater state reserve offer of $16,745,000 for the Lenoir Valdez Water Interconnect Project by resolution, and authorize the city manager and successors so titled to execute such documents as may be required by the Division of Water Infrastructure. And item E is the 2025 City Council meeting schedule. This would be to approve this meeting schedule as submitted. Those are our items A through E. I will open up for any discussion, question, or motion whenever anyone is ready for it.
Just to comment on item D, I think the events of the last few days make it more important for us to have redundancies, to have these additional capabilities. So should something happen to our system, we've got assistance from another municipality. So I think it's very timely that we address this.
And let me publicly thank Representative Hall, Senator Proctor, Senator Daniel, Senator Heiss, and Representative Blackwell for their work on this, because it took a lot of effort to get that done.
Absolutely.
And I asked you the question when I got in tonight. The rate on that $16 million was?
Zero.
Zero. About as good as you can get.
Yeah, there you go.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay,
Consent
thank you.
agenda
I have
items.
a motion from Councilmember Purdue to approve the consent agenda item as presented. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. We'll move on then. Time on our agenda for requests and petitions of any citizens. If there's anyone who would like to address the council at this time, we'd entertain that. Most of our staff is here. Thank you. Have some guests with us. Thank you for being here tonight. And a news topic, thank you for being here. So, if nothing to come before us from our citizens, we'll move on then. We do not have reports of our boards and commissions, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of the city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
A couple items for information this evening. The Police National Night Out has been canceled this evening. It was going to start at 6. Due to the circumstances of the weather, that has been canceled and will not be made up. The 2025 holiday schedule is provided in your packet for information for 2025. The Economic Development Advisory Board will meet on Tuesday, October 8th at 8:15 at the Jehu Broyles Civic Center. The ABC Board will meet on Thursday, October 10th at 2 p.m. The Lenoir Business Advisory Board will meet on Thursday, October 10th, 6 p.m. at 3rd floor City Hall. The City County Services Committee will meet on Monday, October 14th at noon at the Civic Center. And then early voting will be held at Caldwell Resource Center, the former library, beginning on Thursday, October 17th at 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. And that's Monday through Friday. And on Saturday, October 19th, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Early voting will continue on Saturday, November 2nd at the Resource Center as well. And then on Election Day, Tuesday, November 5th. That is of the other day. I know that the elections, state elections, folks are meeting because of all the weather circumstances and what may change. I don't know yet, but that's as of then. Also this weekend, we're hosting Cycle NC. The first leg of that in Spruce Pine, of course, was canceled because of the devastation up there. Mr. Harper, do you want to go back and maybe fill folks in on what may be coming up?
Yes, actually, the first day of the event's going to be on Sunday. The drivers will be coming in to Lenoir, and I've worked it out with the businesses at what used to be the Lenoir Mall. They're going to be parking over there, and everything will start at the Recreation Center at Mulberry on Sunday afternoon. And they'll leave out on
Will they
Monday.
still be staying there?
They'll still be staying at Mulberry. They'll be coming down, setting up about 80 tents on Saturday, and then they'll be biking out on Monday morning between 7:30 and 9 a.m. So everything is still on schedule at Mulberry, other than the fact that they're parking at what used to be Lenoir Mall, whereas they would have been parking at Spruce Pine before, and just canceled that first leg of it.
Okay.
And
questions?
about 885 bikers is what the number was. Now, there may be some dropped out since the events over this past weekend, but 885 is the number.
Do you have an idea of what time they will start arriving?
They'll start arriving around 11 is what I've been told.
Sunday morning?
Saturday.
No, they'll be coming in,
Sunday.
they'll be coming in Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's great that we can provide them a place to.
Are we still going to try to do something at that afternoon?
Still having DJ from 2 to 5. We still got food trucks. Everything is pretty much staying on schedule with what we have.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. Well, it's great that some things can continue. I know hard to do in this kind of situation, but
We know that all of the hotels in town are full through the weekend. We called them today, so they're full with workers and folks that are displaced with no power. So, and that's all I have, unless you have questions.
any questions of Mr. Hildebrand concerning that? Oh, I do. Chad Barnes, the director of the elections, called me today. Want to make sure that Mulberry and is it the King Center, we were both still able to use those. And I said, at this point, I think we're great. I don't know there's any
As
problem.
far as we know.
I told him we'd get back and make sure they wanted to know. So,
Street closure today.
yeah, just make sure we'll get back and let them know on that.
By the time election come around there.
Okay? You don't have anything for action on it, okay? All right, any report from our city attorney?
No, sir. Do
Rohr?
you want to mention the street closure on Wilkesboro? You need to-
Tonight.
I can. We have a water leak on Wilkesboro Boulevard, there across from Crossroads Diner, I guess it's called, or Southern Crossroads. And so that starts at 7 p.m. and it should take just several hours, I think, to go back and fix that. It'll be complete this evening.
Okay, thank you. Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. I think pretty much from the mayor's office, I've said the things that we were talking about. Please keep every one of your thoughts and prayers as we move forward. Continue to be safe, and any way we can do anything to help, please let everyone know. If you have a problem, reach out, and we'll make sure that we can help you and get somebody there if we can to do that. Council members, anything anybody like to?
Do we know if the power's been restored downtown?
Yeah, I think downtown is pretty well back on. Like most of our restaurants and grocery stores are back on. everything. So most of it, all that, it seems to be on around the community. It's like you said, still trees blocking roads and things like that, but we still need this. All right, if nothing else for council members, we do have a closed session this evening pursuant to North Carolina General Statutes 143-318, subsection 11, subsection 4. We'll enter into the closed session to discuss economic development. Do we expect anything? Don't expect any action to come out of that. We'll entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Motion to go into closed session, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Stevens, who makes the motion. Any other question? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. We're in closed session, and we will, when we come out, we will go home.